Good evening. Monday night means ILFL soccer night with me, David Joseph. Good evening to you. I also have in the studio with me, I have Shaquille Mir and I have Rashid Ali. They're here with me today and we're going to discuss all things which are ILFL. What is happening with the ILFL? Oh, here you are. Hello. What is happening with the ILFL at the moment? Well, some things have come to an end. Some things are about to happen, and then we have things that are in the not too distant future. We've got our awards ceremony taking place this week. Huge event, massive event. Looking forward to seeing you all this Thursday down there. Also, looking forward to the start of the Winter League, which is only a few weeks away, and we can give you a little hint of when that's due to start. We may even have news on the Vets League. We'll give you some more information on that as the show goes on. But something took place, bank holiday weekend. Everybody has plans. Some people go far, some people go near, some people got on a plane. And some people went down to Mabley Green. Was it at Mabley Green?
Yes, it was Mabley Green.
And it was a huge tournament. And as the man who knows the least about it, I'm going to pass you to the man who knows more about it. Rashid, tell me what took place.
Basically, our Vets League partners, Shnaliotit, a D-Day tournament. It was launched last year. It's a Vets tournament, 80-side tournament, one-day tournament. And it's a Greater Sylhet Upazila tournament, which basically means the town of Sylhet, there's different sections or regions or boroughs, similar to Tamales, Camden, etc. So each Upazila or borough represented in this tournament. There was 15 teams. It's a very, patriotic, a very passionate affair. All the teams representing the tournament, likes of Maitana, Balagaj, Osman Nogor, Jagannathpur, Gulaf Goinj, our own ILFL board members were in separate teams on that tournament itself. So it's interesting because last year the launch is very, very popular. Players came throughout the UK from Oldham, Newcastle, from South.
Really, players are coming from
to represent their own region back home, playing for your not just your country but your Upazila back home. Is a big thing. It meant quite a lot to the team. So similar to what we did with the UK BFC, representing each town from Bangladesh origin. Representing each town in UK, this was a bit more personal.
So who are the main regions then? Who are the Manchester Uniteds in Bangladesh?
Well, luckily for me, I'm from Osman Nogor. We used to be called Balaganja Osman Nogor. We won the championship last year. And obviously, we were seen one of the favourites. But to be honest, Molly Bazar, Biani Bazar, Jagannathpur, Bisnath, they were seen as the big boys. So it's anyone games. It's a one-day tournament. So these 5 teams were the teams to look out for. And everyone's been training, playing friendly matches for the last 3-4 weeks with each other. So a lot of teams got new kits, banners. So it was taken seriously because, you know, not just playing for your country, but your region back home, it meant quite a lot. So players throughout the UK came down to, they had trials. A lot of teams had trial sessions. Because it's 80-side, you only had 18 players. A lot of teams had more than 30 players to option to choose from. So in the last 3 months, there have been a lot of friendlies, a lot of trial sessions. Eventually, obviously, picture 18, got new kits, banners. There's a lot of supporters there from elderly people, families, so everyone turned up. So credit to Shnaliotit for coming up with this concept, the idea of this tournament, which was successful last year. And I think it's been, because of the success, this year's grown. There's 50 teams played. And congratulations to Maitana, Osman Nogor, who won it again. So for us, it was a very historic day yesterday to win the championship twice in a row, back to back, 2015 and 2016. So we, at this moment of time, got the bragging rights to say, you know, best Upazila team from Sylhet.
Bragging rights comes with a target on your back. You're now the team to shoot down as they
We were this year, and a lot of people said maybe last year, maybe you got lucky or things went in favour. To win it again, back to back, second year, no one could say nothing. They have to accept that, you know what, the best team won twice in a row. And it was the same 2 teams in the final. Our own Nurul from London Tigers, he was managing Molly Bazar, who were in the final. Again, they lost 1-0. And they were one of the good teams. Biani Bazar, which was another good team. Every team, to be honest, obviously this year they took it more seriously. They had more players and obviously had more friendly games. But on the day, Osman Nogor, stroke Balagoinj, obviously they were the team who won it again. So, you know. But for me, it was nice, the concept of getting all your people. You've got to find out. The idea behind it is to know who lives in your Tana back home, to find out who's your neighbours. We play with a lot of players in our team or position, but we hardly know they could be from our same place back home. We don't even know that. So this has given an opportunity to get to know more people, make new friends, So I think the idea behind the football was a good idea. It's you know, we're all from Bangladesh, we're all from Sylhet, but we don't know each other who lives where. So this gave the opportunity to get to know each other. So the credit to Shinali Otit for the concept and the idea. It's very successful, and you know, hopefully next year it gets bigger. But for me, I enjoyed it. I was part of the squad. I just about made it. I had a few minutes here and there, but seeing your own team from back home, representing your, you know, your Opazela, your Tana back home, was a very proud moment, and you know, it was unbelievable the fact that we won it again. We knew we can get to the semi-final, we thought, but on the day we performed, and for us, as I said, to have the same 8 play last year's final and this year's final, it was amazing, and the feeling is unbelievable. So just wanted to say well done to Osmani Nogor for winning the championship, all the people that came to support, all the players, credit to you for performing 100%, and the management. Mamun managed the team himself, he's from Osmani Nogor as well. A lot of the players we know, but it was an exceptional day, and well done to Shinali Otit for organising a prestigious tournament in the same nature, similar to UKBFC, but you know, in the Tana or Opazela region itself. So
as an all-day event, let me ask the most important question. Was there any food there?
there was food provided by the organisers.
I'll be there next year. You've heard it all. You've heard it all told by Rashid. I'm looking forward to Shinali Otif hosting the event again next year, and I'll be down there to personally monitor and make sure that everything is running smoothly and goes to plan. Listen, in all seriousness, it was a great day out. It touches hundreds of people, a tournament just like that, and maybe we missed a trick. Maybe next year we'll have our cameras down there to record the event for you and bring some of it here to you live on the ILFL Soccer Night show. But right, let's get back to some things. We've gone from Shinali Otif to ILFL. There also yesterday was a small matter of wrapping up the Summer League, and there was only one fixture. It was the fixture between St Catherine's and Arsenal, which was to take place. It was a game that St Catherine's had to win to pretty much wrap up the tournament. Unfortunately, things happen, and it being the bank holiday weekend, the season extending longer than was expected, Arsenal were unfortunately unable to field a team for that fixture, with players away, it being the bank holiday as it was, and so by default, St Catherine's earned the points, and so it means that just by goal difference alone, St Catherine's end up being top of the pile. Can we show the graphic on the screen, which shows the Summer League table? It's not ready yet? Okay, what I'll do is I'll just say to you that St Catherine's and Ace finished top after playing 9 games with 20 points apiece, but the goal difference for St Catherine's was far superior. In 9 games, they've scored 41 goals and conceded 7. Rash, I'm just going to turn to you again because we haven't had a chance to speak on the show over the last couple of weeks. Listen, by anyone's standards, that's an incredible stat.
It is, and you know what? You have to give credit to St Catherine's. From day one, they were serious and they started getting the results. I think Ace, a worthy second place, they left it a bit late. The first couple of games, they weren't the best of starts, the results they're expecting. They were one of the teams I would have put down to obviously challenge for a title. Similar with Robin Hood Tigers, the very poor start, the first couple of weeks, not getting the results, gave the advantage to St Catherine's. And St Catherine's knew this by looking at all the teams available. If they can get a good start, carrying the momentum, as they did in the Winter League, they knew it's there for the taking, and I think they are worthy winners. The team was strong, scoring lots of goals to make sure that if it came down to it, because no other teams were doing that, because the first few games we watched St Catherine's, they were banging in goals left, right and centre. That gave them the advantage, put them comfortably in terms of goal difference, and they looked strong all season. Even yesterday, if had Arsenal for the team, I think they would have won comfortably. I couldn't see anyone actually stopping them. So credit goes to St Catherine's, the team, the management, well-deserved Summer League winners, and I can see the progression from the Winter League. So hopefully, going to the winter season, which is a few weeks' time, hopefully they can carry on the momentum, because they have a good side. It's just a matter of now performing and making sure they sustain that. Because obviously we know a few years back they were in the Premiership, but they had to go for a decline. So this time they've got the right team, the right management, the right structure, the right ethos, right mentality. Can they continue? Can they sustain it? That will be the question, and hopefully that is the thinking behind the management, and good luck for them when the season.
It does look like it will be there, St Catherine's. I echo that. Well done, congratulations to you. Winter League and Summer League, and in both you've only lost 1 game in both tournaments, if you like. You are a team with the targets on its back, to use that phrase once again. But good luck to you going forward into the winter, and I look forward to your battles in the First Division with the likes of Robin Hood Tigers, who, just like ACU said, maybe didn't start so well in the summer, maybe as a transitional period, trying out new players and doing whatever other players maybe taking a break. But they are still there and thereabouts, Robin Hood Tigers, and we know that, you know, on their day, they can still beat anyone. So with them, St. Catherine's and the other potential teams that will be in that division, you've heard me say it on this show the last couple of weeks, it could be a very spicy division.
I think Division, it's always, people underestimate the Division 1, always, be it winter or summer, etc. And it is the tougher league. Even if you look at professional, the championship is more tougher than the Premiership. We've got big teams, and they know there's only 2 spots for, you know, for promotion, so there'll be a lot of tasty games. And this is what we want. We want competitiveness, even if it's Premiership or Division 1 or Division 2. The idea, if there's the competition, then it's more challenging and it's more rewarding, and I think it's more satisfying if you win that league when you've got tough teams not walking the park like any other leagues. This hopefully will be a very competitive First Division, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. Fair enough, good stuff. There's your Summer League, and there was your Vets tournament, all wrapped up in one there, like we said. We're looking forward to the Winter League that's going to be coming up in a few weeks' time. We can just touch very quickly on that before we go to a break. I mean, I know that the provisional date that's been banded around is the 18th of September.
That's correct. 18th of September is a provisional start date for the winter season, subject to pitch availabilities. We will hopefully, after this Thursday, which is our award ceremony, we should get confirmation of our league structure and the teams, etc. So hopefully by next week's show, we can actually confirm the start date and the teams and the structure itself. So hopefully, you know, next week we'll update everyone. But 18th of September is the provisional date. So message to the teams, I did send out emails, the LFA affiliation insurance has to be completed. You can't play in the league if you're not affiliated. So make sure, if you haven't, get in touch first thing tomorrow morning, get that sorted. We will be asking for the affiliation insurance number for you to participate in the Winter League. So make sure, get that sorted ASAP.
Let me just ask you a question, just off the cuff here, and throw you, put you on the spot a little bit now. Beaumont, I can't not mention Beaumont now going into the Winter League. I know it's the same for a lot of teams. A lot of teams are thinking about what they're doing, rebuilding, restructuring, whatever. Yeah. How's it going for Beaumont?
From what I know, they are restructuring. There is a new management in place, and they've got a lot of new players, so you'll see a totally different Beaumont, from my understanding. But again, until the league starts, until they start, the players start coming in and start performing. But I do definitely know there's a new management in place, management structure in place. There'll be a new manager, new assistant. So we'll see a different flavour, different way of approach.
It's a whole different outlook for Beaumont. As well as Beaumont's First Division now.
I think what it is, not just Beaumont. I think a lot of teams, you'll see some changes in management because before, back in the days when I'm going back, my days when we used to play, you used to have one manager for 15, 20 years. Now, teams or the management or structure of the organisation are looking for changes. They're looking for a new approach, a youth manager, someone with new ideas, or new individuals getting FA coaching license, etc. So there's been, as far as I know, most teams are changing managers. They're changing the way it has to be, which is good. I think it's refreshing. It's good. It's changed. They're not sticking to the old school, oh, we'll just have one manager regardless of the results. He can stay for 15, 20 years. That's changing. With most of the teams, I'm aware there'll be a lot of changes. So once we have confirmed our Winter League teams and we come back to discuss, we will see there's been a lot of changes, not just Beaumont, a lot of the teams. I would say 75% of the teams are changing the management structure, and the players, they're going more strict now. I know a few years back we were flexible, a lot of teams were taking a lot of players. Now you're having trials, they're saying, no, if you don't participate, if you're not serious, you're out, which I believe is a good thing, because I think a lot of the players were taken for granted because they had so many options. If I don't play for Bromley, I can play for Beaumont or Stepney. Now teams are saying, no, wait a minute, that's not going to happen now. If you can't come training, if you're not committed, if you don't come to the game on a regular basis, you're out. Go to the next man team. So I think that's a good thing. So hopefully that ethos tells the players, look, you've got to be serious if you're going to play for this team. If not, you're not going to go. And the same will happen to all the teams. So hopefully this season we see ILFL, because what I want our ILFL teams to be competitive. Because we've seen in the recent years when we play in the Interleague Champions Cup, we're not that strong. Let's be honest. Maybe Stepney did okay. We need to be strong because we need to compete with other leagues like the Hackney Leighton League, like the Musical Association League or the Milton Keynes, etc. And hopefully these strict rules by these teams within our league will help us be more stronger.
Let's hope so. I mean, listen, hey, the title of tonight's show should have been Target on the back because just like Newcastle, no disrespect to Newcastle, Beaumont are the team in the First Division now, and everybody's going to be wanting to beat them. Maybe that will be one of the topics that we'll talk about further in a couple of weeks' time. Things for us still to talk about in the second, third part of the show. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with you very shortly.